Today's topic is about how to create joy and enjoy the holiday when you may be carrying some stress. So with COVID matter ever since March and until now, we had many things happened, right? So not only COVID and you stayed home a lot, and then it went into the time that we were on the street all of a sudden because of the incident with the racial issues and everything too. And following that, there was election too. So naturally, we had many events that can cause lots of stress or tension inside of you, as well as even people close to you, and felt that this is just too stressful. Does that sound familiar to you? Yeah. So all of us, without any exceptions, we, no matter where we are, which country we were from, we experienced all of this that we're talking about, the stress or something that we had to really face ourselves. Yeah, so now I want to talk about why you may be interested in this topic, because maybe perhaps that you may feel this stress or tension in your body or even anxiousness. So I want to ask you, when the holiday season comes, what kind of character do you have? Or what type of emotions do you experience? What kind of thoughts go through? And then how about your action? What kind of things do you do? How's your action like? You move your body fast or talk fast, or you get antsy, or maybe feel more emotion a lot, or what kind of things do you experience? So stress isn't bad. Yeah, stress, you could have stress and feel joy at the same time when you are authentic. So when you are stressed out and not enjoying yourself, not feeling good about yourself, then that's really not joyful. So I want to say that if you are feeling stress and inside of you not liking yourself, how you are acting or what you're thinking about, and don't feel happy or joy, there's this one reason. You are not authentic to yourself. Yeah. So that is the main reason. So no matter when it's a holiday or not, it's a regular day, you want to know or check in with yourself. You have power to observe yourself and check in with yourself to see if you are really being authentic with yourself or not. Yeah. So we all have this internal gauge that we can check ourselves whether we are really being truthful and genuine to yourself or not. So let's talk about really being holiday, and then you go back home, and then or your home is the place where people gather, and you can be overly responsible person, for example, okay? And you plan everything, you shop everything, and you cook everything, and you clean, and you clean up and everything, and while everybody else is just kind of relaxing and having fun. Yeah. So if that's you, yeah. If you are enjoying that job to do, that's okay. But perhaps that you're feeling like I'm just overwhelmed. Yeah, you're catching yourself that this again. Yeah, for example. Then you are not really being authentic to yourself, and you are keeping something inside that you just keep doing the same thing each year, the same way. And you feel anxious, so you have to do this or that, or nobody else does it except me. Right? So then this holiday time becomes a little bit off from genuinely loving the gathering and enjoying the company, even if you're washing dishes or doing all the things. So that could be, one story. And another part could be that, you postpone everything until the very, very last minute. And you are trying to get everything done in just very short period of time, and you're rushing things. And then you forget to enjoy that moment while you are doing this, holiday shopping to begin with. Yeah. So that could be, ourselves. So at that time, you want to take a moment to just even drop everything. You don't need to do this or that. Most important thing is to be truthful to yourself, and you are doing what you feel holiday is really about, which is, if you are buying a gift, then enjoy the moment of envisioning that person that you're buying a gift for, and how he or she may experience your love through the gift. So that could be. And also maybe you just overspend, for example, right? So unplanned. So that kind of thing can happen too when you are rushing or letting all the advertisement on iPhone or Instagram or Facebook to take over your life. And then type in the credit card number, for example, and then realize, I spent this much. Yeah. So holiday story can be like that too, right? So you want to be self-aware and focused on what is important for you right now. And how about like this? This was also kind of like my family story too, in that every time I went back home, the relatives, my father's brothers, sisters, or they're just talking about other people. This person did this or that, and I really didn't enjoy that at all. And somehow each year I was disappointed. So that means that I had expectation about my family that somehow they're going to change for the way that I like. And then that became disappointment. So I didn't enjoy being there. So maybe you may have that kind of experiences too. Yeah. So, so holiday time is a time that really you share love and joy, right? With the people you know or who you love. So if you go into the space, the common space, with some expectations that things are going to change for you, you may not enjoy the time that you spend together. And then you may be wishing, why aren't they doing what I like to do? Does that make sense to you? So when you go into that common space, I hope that we can be open to whatever they are doing to enjoy themselves, whoever they are, and just being accepting. And it's not even about being just righteous, yeah, but it's about accepting the way they are. And that can be also the way of showing your love and genuine mind to share that space together and the time that you may have in this holiday time. Yeah. So you can think about those things too. And so how you can shift that. So I see it as breaking patterns. Yeah. So we all have these certain patterns that we create. Whether that's holiday time or not, we have some kind of a patterns or habits of our consciousness, what we think about, how we see things and view things, and we are continuously holding on to that viewpoint. Yeah. So that makes us be in the same place, same plane, and don't shift. And we may insist that your state of consciousness, what you think is the only thing that is right. Yeah. Then you will not enjoy it at all. Yeah. So be flexible, be open and accepting of what others could be enjoying. And also that know that you don't have to do anything. Yeah. Most important thing is being truthful to yourself and create that life for you. And when you do that, other people love to be with you too. Yeah. And also another thing that I want to mention is that when you go home, being with your family, and especially the house that you grew up with and things like that, naturally your childhood unresolved emotional matter can come up too. Yeah, remember that moment, and then you may naturally go back to that state of consciousness, or even pretend that consciousness is you, and then somehow you are really off from who you really are, and then come back into that state of consciousness that you had long before. That's when emotional needs were not met, for example. Yeah. So that kind of thing can happen as well. So when those things are happening, you will know it because why? You want others to give you things. You want others to do things for you. So you have so much need from other people that you expect. So because we are here, that means you are looking for the ways how you can resolve things and be who you truly are, I believe. So this is my suggestion. Yeah, from getting kind of consciousness to giving consciousness. So how about switching that? What can I give in this moment? Yeah. How can I share my love that I have already? How can I express that? So it can come from even baking a cake or cookies and then sharing that with the loved ones. It can be that writing a letter to someone you love for Christmas and then sending that to him or her. So, or it could be that, holiday time, you volunteer at some shelter, or you can do many other things, even donation to your favorite non-profit organization, things like that. So when you do that action of giving, then what happens inside of you? Somehow you feel good. Yeah, somehow you feel happy. So this is something we can call it like this: small self to bigger self. It's the shift that you can create for your life. And we all have it, no matter who you are, what kind of neighborhood you grew up with. That the spirit of benefit all, in our practice we say hong ik, like that. And that means that we don't expect anything of return, but we just simply give. So even when I was studying this practice, I was practicing in a center, breathing and stretching and connecting to myself. And that time, all I wanted was just to share love by cooking. So I cooked a lot, almost every day, and I brought to the center to share with people. And that made me so happy. It's not that they say, oh, you have to cook for me. Not like that. But just that action of doing and sharing made me so happy. And even now, why I am doing this Facebook Live, because I want to share that heart that's existing inside of me and everybody. That when we are in a spirit of giving and sharing, we awaken to this eternal divine nature existing inside. Or we can say our soul or true self. And somehow, not being joyful to joyful. Yeah. So what makes us joyful is not what we have a lot. What makes us joyful is being truly authentic and being who you are. And that being and energy and the love just overflows from yourself to other people. And I believe that we are all here sharing the space called Earth with other people and all creatures, so that we can share that being to other people. And holiday is about that, isn't it? Yeah. So one more thing I want to share. Yeah. So I'm supposed to be doing meditation right now, but I want to share just one more thing. So we can get caught in our story of the past. Yeah. So whether that's a holiday or not, we can be thinking about what happened before that didn't work out, and then continuously telling a story about this person, that person. Yeah. But we have this bright internal self already. But by thinking of those things, with our state of mind, consciousness impacted by that, and then we dim the light. Yeah. So we may all have done this. Yeah. Keep on thinking like a broken, okay, so this will tell you my age, like a broken record, okay? So keep repeating the same things, right, in your mind. Then there's no growth or improvement or new discovery from within yourself. So how we can do that? Yeah. So I want to say, count your blessings every day. So even though you may be in a tough spot and difficult places in your life, and maybe you may be in pain, on the other side, there are beautiful things. There are something to be celebrating about, something to be happy about, something to be grateful about. So when you have the state of consciousness that look for that blessing, and then that becomes your habit, then you will make new creation instead of being stuck in the same story all the time. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to mention also, how you can create joy in a busy holiday season. Yeah. And that we may get caught in some story. Yeah. But quickly shift And then, what am I grateful about in this moment? Like that. Yeah. So now I talked a lot. So I want to tell you one last thing that can be helpful for you to create joyful, happy holiday season, even when you're stressed out. So that is to move your body to shift the energy. So we're all made up of energy. So if you want to learn more, please talk to our staff, and then we can guide you how to move the energy in your body. But in this space, I want to talk about the fact that if you move energy inside of us, then you can shift that state of consciousness that you are stuck in. Yeah. So this can be a solution for you if you feel really stuffy or stressed out, and then the same emotion comes and things like that. And now lastly, I want to share a meditation with you. And now you can have a seat if you're standing still. And please bring your one hand to your heart and one hand to your lower abdomen for your grounding. And now you can close your eyes, straighten your spine, and make a gentle smile on your face. And breathe in deeply and breathing out. One more breathing in and breathing out. And once again, breathing in and breathing out. Following the flow of breath, let us come into within ourselves to feel what's happening inside of you. So in this holiday season, in this year 2020, you went through a lot, from pandemic situation to maybe you may have gone through a difficult time in your life, and even the racial matter, and also election and such. And now you are sitting here in this room. As you think about what can happen during the Christmas time with your family or with your friends, what kind of thing did you experience before? And what do you wish to experience now? We may have differences, we may have some expectations, or we may have had unmet needs from childhood. Maybe we didn't plan well before and rushing things. All these things that you may be dealing with, deep within you, there is a mind that wishes to share your heart to others. Let us focus on that. What can I give this holiday season? What can I do to make my heart happy by doing things for others without any expectations? What are the things that I can do to give and to share? And what are the things that I am grateful for, even right now, or for this holiday season? So you can say, I'm grateful for your health, for the family that you have, even through differences in your opinion and viewpoints. Feel what you're grateful for and what you're blessed about. I am grateful that I have this life to share with other people. And no matter how much I may feel stressed out, I can always come back to this place inside of my heart that wishes to give and to feel grateful for myself and other people. So it's not about just getting or receiving more, but it's about how you can share your love to the world. Okay, now slowly breathing in deeply and make a smile, breathe out. Again, breathing in and make a smile and and one more time, breathing in and smiling. Okay, so open your eyes, please. So I hope you felt a glimpse of what this holiday is all about, and as well as what your life is about. Yeah. It's just the holiday brings out the topic of how you want to come back home to yourself more, and that it's about you being happy and joyful. And if you are happy, being authentic to yourself, then everybody will be joyful and happy around you too. And to shift your consciousness, actually I planned to hold New Year's Eve ceremony and New Year ceremony on sunrise meditation on the New Year's Day. So I hope you can join. We'll be broadcasting live, and to be in touch with that brightness existing inside, bright in the light. As well as I am holding 365 days of inner light awakening prayer. So you can get some information on website if you're interested. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have most wonderful, joyful time with your family and friends, being happy inside of you. Thank you so much. Let's be bright and make the world brighter because of you.